Hey everyone, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Today is Friday, June 30th, and this is episode 49 of Deadbeat Son. That was a little, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. That was Ed Sheeran. That was a little bit of Ed Sheeran, thinking out loud. And, if you were in a relationship when that song came out, that was the song for you guys. You know what I mean? Man, he must have made $100 million off that song, dude. I want to make one song that I would love to do be a one hit wonder. Not that he is. I mean, he's done other stuff since then and before that, but that's the one, baby. I would love to have a one hit. Give me an achy breaky heart. Give me what is it? It's going down. Whoever sings that, meet me at the mall. It's going down. Give me crank that Soldier Boy. Well, I guess he had a couple. Man, I don't know. That's the ticket. Is if you can make a song that either has a dance stanky leg, do the stanky leg. You know what I mean? If you could invent a dance move and make a song about it, or an anthem for couples, man, that's gonna that's gonna take care of the bills, baby. I've been thinking a lot about relationships, and by the way, if you bring up the song Thinking Out Loud, now people are kind of annoyed with it. It's very overplayed. And that's what I want. I want to be overplayed. You know what I mean? I would love to be overplayed. So that when I come on, people are like, oh my God, don't. It's funny, when you date someone like who was in a relationship before, like when that song came out, if they were with someone and now they're not, and now you're with them and that song comes up, it's just like you could see the get that song off, dude. I'm like that with Kiss Me Through the Phone. You know what I mean? Anytime if I'm dating a woman and she brings up Kiss Me Through the Phone, I go, I can't. It made me think about my ex too much. With that Kiss Me Through the Phone, I would like that. Or like Nickelback or something. Anytime the song Photograph comes on, you just get all bummed out, and your girl's like, what's wrong? It's like, nothing, never mind. It just makes me think of someone. You get to be all mysterious, I don't know. Yeah, I think I had a good week. This weekend I did a show, a benefit show, it was a comedy show where people give money, where money is given to someone or something, a cause. You know what I mean? And this week last weekend was, it was a benefit show for my friend Donnie Benelli. Now Donnie has a lot of great qualities, and some not great qualities. And one of those is cancer. He's got cancer. It's not his best quality, but. And he's a good guy. He's a sweet man. Sometimes a horrible, incurable disease can really bring out the best in someone. It's as horrible as that is to say, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be. Well, whatever. And that's it's a hell of a thing to have cancer. But he got it. He picked it up, and he's fighting it. He's fighting it, and he's put it up against the ropes. He beat it once before, and then it came back. Kind of a reverse Rocky situation here, but and he's just got to beat it back down again, baby. That cancer asked for a round two. It wanted a rematch. Said let's run it back. To beat it. Oh man, to beat it and then it comes back, That cancer said, I got more in me. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. But neither is Donnie, baby. And, we raised some money for him. We had some laughs. And he's a good guy. God bless him. And I hope he does well. He used to be a rapper, too. He was a local rapper. Not sure if that either caused the cancer or if it, expedited the process at all. But that's what he is. And that's a thing that, because we've gotten real good at caring about something for a little bit and then not caring about it anymore when something else comes up. But Donnie's one of those things that, you can't forget about it because he keeps showing up. So constantly reminded. But, like that submarine thing, man. Everyone's talking about that submarine and how sad it was that some billionaires and billionaires and millionaires, lost at sea. Imploded is what they like to call it. Imploded then exploded, I guess, something like that. But an implosion is when if an explosion is blowing up, an implosion is blowing down or blowing in. And it just, just like that. It's fun when, people, so everyone was talking about this. The news had a countdown of how much time they had left, which is just not a cool way to go about it, I think. A countdown for when they were supposed to run out of oxygen. People thought that was what was going to take them out, was the oxygen. And it turns out they were blown to smithereens, or they were crushed into smithereens and then blown into smithereens. But before we knew that, everyone was all worried. Oh my God, they're going to run out of oxygen. This is a nightmare. This is so sad. These people, and then we find out that it, imploded, and people were like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Oh, okay. Well, that's good." Oh, they were crushed into, microscope. Oh, they were liquefied in a matter of seconds. Oh, that's good. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's better. Not really. If you run out of oxygen, you just go to sleep. I'm pretty sure. I'm not qualified to say this, but I'm pretty sure you just kind of like fall asleep and then don't wake up. I don't think it's as much of like what you might assume of like the gasping for air. I think everyone just kind of, because you're breathing in the oxygen, you're breathing out carbon dioxide. So when you run out of oxygen, you start breathing in all the carbon dioxide, and then you fall asleep, and then you don't wake up, and that's not bad either. Heavy topics today. I don't know. It's just weird, and then it's weird how we're like okay with it, depending on how someone goes. But it seemed like the general public would much rather people be crushed and liquefied in a matter of milliseconds, than for them to just kind of peacefully drift off and not wake up. But I digress. If cancer did that, I don't know. I don't know how to relate that to cancer, but Donnie wasn't on that submarine, and God bless him. I'm glad he wasn't. He's still with us. He's got all this money now too. He's rich and full of cancer. So, anyway, I was talking about Ed Sheeran, I think, right? Jesus, I've been thinking about relationships and couples, dude. I got some gripes. Your boy's got some gripes, because it can be tricky. especially when you're especially starting out. It can be real tricky. Getting to know somebody, and then you're kind of you're feeling each other out. You know what I mean? Not physically, but also mentally, right? You're like, it's like trying to figure out how they work. How do you think? How do you work? And it's weird because people have all these ideas of there's so much discussion about how you should be in a relationship, or how to attract, somebody, or I don't know. I don't know the kind of things that women are fed. I'm sure it's not, great. There's a lot of stuff about manipulating guys, and how to get a guy to fall for you, and not and then just and not care, just keep him on a string, that kind of stuff. And people, there's that whole thing about not liking somebody, or not being as into somebody because they're so into you, right? People are trying to play it cool all the time. I used to have this theory. I still kind of do. I tell it to my younger guy friends who are out there banging, right? They're out there, they're banging. I tell them, you got to play it, and quote me on this, ultra mega cool, because you cannot lose if you play it ultra mega cool. This is what I would say, if you you just be beyond cool. And if sometimes, and it's a lot of the times it'll work, and then this person will, this girl or whatever you're trying to attract, will be more into you because you're so cool, and because you're so not overly indulgent or excited about them, and then some of them will pull away. Some of them will pull away when you do that. But if you continue to play it ultra mega cool, at that point, you still can't lose, right? Because you are ultra mega cool. However, I've come to realize that is fucking lonely, dude. That can get, man, you've been spending all, guys like Andrew Tate, are telling young men about how they should treat women, how they should perceive women. I don't think it's great. This extravagant, this overly alpha male mentality. I don't. I think it's a trap for young men, and it's kind of diminishing, feelings and emotions, right? This to just be this stone cold wall of a guy who spends all his time at the gym and trading crypto is this the future is this what's the future for men? Is these kind of misogynistic, wearing silk robes in the house, and you gotta be jacked, you gotta have big shoulders, you gotta have cool sunglasses. What else? You gotta have a lot of money in crypto, and and it's some conspiracy stuff. You gotta not trust the government. I'm kind of on board with the government stuff, but I feel like that's gonna make a lot of lonely guys. Because now I'm of the thought that you should follow your feelings, right? You should, and if you are into somebody, you should let them know, or at least you don't have to not right away, but you could do the things, and you can make it known, and if you're trying to be with someone, you should try to be with them, not just shut it off. Otherwise, you'll be just a blob of a man who blames women for their problems. And then I've seen married guys too. That's relationships are tough, man. There's actually there is a correlation between these incels and married men. There actually is. Incels blame women for their problems, whereas married guys, they also blame women for their problems, but it's just one woman that they blame. Anyway, yeah, I got some gripes when it comes to women in relationships, in my experience, right? And I'm going to share them with you, I guess. First of all, there's great, of course, there's great parts about being in a relationship. There's also not great parts. Sometimes, women, I've noticed this thing where, they like to, they won't like to try to make me jealous. I've noticed that, like across the board, a lot of the time. They want to get a reaction out of your boy, right? And so they want to try to make you jealous, make you react, tell you about guys who hit on them or stuff like that, and my qualm is not with the fact that it happens. Of course it's gonna happen. I've been guilty of hitting on a girl who's got a boyfriend. Didn't know, but these so I'm not denying that it happens. I accept that it's part of life and it's going to happen. We're all just people. But it's when they try to make a point to tell you. It's like, you don't think I know that you're a beautiful woman? You're an attractive woman? Of course I do. It's why I'm with you. What? Are you trying to sell me? Are you, my girlfriend, trying to sell me on the idea of you? Because I'm already sold. I'm already sold. I already bought. I already paid. I already purchased. That doesn't. You get what I'm saying? I'm already in. So why do I need to be convinced that you are attractive? I know. That's why I'm with you. I don't know. I just think it's interesting. Girlfriends also love to do this thing. I've experienced this with every girlfriend I've ever had. And I will make a generalization. I will make a generalization right here, right now, on episode 49 of Deadbeat Son with your host, Tré Lamb. Every girlfriend thinks that they can pop zits. They all think they're really good at popping pimples, popping zits, Hey, man, we all get them, right? So I'm sure people can relate to this, where you'll be sitting there, you'll be laying there, or maybe you're in the shower together or something. They're looking at your body and they go, "Oh, let me get this one," and then they go for it and they fucking pinch your back or your whatever, your side or your thigh or something. They pinch the shit out of it. And my problem is not that they pop zits, it's that they don't fucking pop the zit. They can't do it. Sure, maybe they'll get one, here and there. But the success rate is far too low for the amount that they're doing it. Every girlfriend tries to pop a zit and doesn't, and now I'm in excruciating pain because I've been pinched by these nails, and they keep going for it, man. They keep pressing, they keep pinching, and they don't get it. And then they always say this, once they fail, they go, "Oh, I guess it's not ready yet." Oh, I guess it's not ready yet. I'm in agony. I'm curled over. I'm keeled over, baby. I'm keeled. I'm in a fetal position. I'm thinking, I'm rehearsing, I'm reciting, Psalms and Bible verse. I'm trying to get right with God. I'm trying to collect myself here after, this experience, And then they're just nonchalant. Oh, I guess it's not ready yet. I wish I could use. I'm gonna start using that excuse myself. I don't care. I don't care. I'll start using that excuse from now on. You know, if we're getting intimate, if we're making love, right? And I finish in record time, and she doesn't, and she goes, "Hey, what the hell? What about me?" I go, "Oh, I guess you're not ready yet." Huh. Oh, 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 guess you're not ready yet. I got it. I guess you're not ready. I wouldn't have as much of a problem with it if they just popped them. If you could get it, but you don't. And now I got to deal with the consequences. And they're so mean about it too. Cuz I'm there and it's ow. Ow, they're pinching and I don't like I'm not, then I'm not making a big scene, but I'm in pain. And they like to go, "Oh, relax. Oh, you're being so dramatic." There's a crater in my shoulder blade now from you. You've you've scraped, you're taking chunks out of me. "Oh, you're being dramatic. It's not that bad." Then get it. That's all. I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking about speaking of, intercourse. I was thinking about how guys, we share a thing, and I think this is just across the board for men, regardless of who you're who you're making love to or with, where guys like to announce when we're about to, finish. I'll say, I'll be wrapping up, not like wrapping up like the condom, because whatever, but I'll be, finishing up. I'm getting, we're getting out of here. It's end of the fourth quarter here, late in the game, and we like to say, I'm gonna come, right? Why? My question is, why are we so serious about it? I don't know why sex. I was thinking is such a serious thing. It's like we're doing this because it's fun and it feels good and it's an expression of love to some. To a lot of people, it's just banging. To a lot of people, it's just banging. But to some, it's making love. And it doesn't have to be, I don't know why it has to be so serious. I was thinking back to what I sound like when I say it. And it's like, oh God, I'm gonna, right? It's like, why? Chill out, man. We're having a good time here. I tell myself that. But you can't really do it in like a fun, I don't know. It throws off the mood if you're trying to be fun with, like if you try to be, I'm gonna come. Like you can't really be that excited because I guess we're trying to be cool. I don't know, trying to look tough and strong. But it's like it's a primal thing. We got to let you know, that we're gonna blow, we're gonna bust. So I've every now and then I'll practice. When I'm alone. Or at Wendy's, I'll get the bathroom code and I go in there and I try out different deliveries. You know what I mean? You could like do it to the tempo, like, yeah, I'm gonna come. You could do that. You could do like, I'm gonna, you could do it like that. Like you're a golf announcer or something. But I'm starting to not over the last 5 years or so, I've stopped feeling bad about not lasting very long. And one time even I was making love, and she said to me, I told her, I was like, I'm about to blow. I think one of the reasons we tell you that is to get for that very short window of instruction we're looking for in terms of where you want it to go, especially if you're in a relationship, because sometimes, you get intimate or you know each other well, you're not using a prophylactic, but you got women, you got a window on saying like where you want it, whether or not we're supposed to pull out or not. Anyway, one time I was doing that and I said, I'm going to come. And, because if you're in a relationship, especially, you get comfortable with each other, you start to kind of know how they react to things, how their body reacts, or like what they, just how they are when you're making love, right? And so I said, I'm going to, okay. And she said, already? Like you're a kid at the beach and your parents tell you it's time to go. Already? She was disappointed. She was bummed out and also apparently surprised. And that's not a great feeling. Cuz I'm here, I'm showing up. I'm giving it all I got. And to hear already, like you got to leave somewhere that you don't want to leave, or and to that I say, yeah. Actually, I say no. I did 5 minutes ago. This was just a courtesy notification. No, I don't do that. That'd be crazy. Anyway, I think it's a beautiful thing, though, being in a relationship, getting to know someone, getting to share things, getting frustrated with each other. That's all part of it, man. And some people are definitely worth it, but you got to figure out who is and who isn't. Sometimes, man, it's just not working. Sometimes if you have an idea of what a relationship is supposed to be and it's not that, and you can't force things to be how they are, and sometimes that can drive a wedge between people, but I'm trying to be less serious when I bust nuts, and I think we gotta have more fun with it. I've always wanted to do this where, like, switch it up on your lady and just kind of sound like you're a woman in porn. Oh fuck, I'm gonna cat. I want to do that, like I'm in a pop punk band, like I'm in Taking Back Sunday or something. Oh fuck. Something like that. But don't try so hard to be cool, man. That's the advice for this week. Don't try so hard to be cool. My buddy Dave from Santa Barbara, when I was in college doing comedy, he gave me really good advice. He told me that the things that you thought made you weird as a kid actually make you cool as an adult. And it's not so much that like the specific things, it's just that allowing yourself to be you. And some people are going to gel with that, some people are not. Some people are going to try to change you. You just got to look out for that. And try not to change too. Try not to change for yourself. Change for you. That's it. We got some dates coming up. We got some shows coming up. Tonight, if you're watching this or listening to this on Friday, then if you're in Salt Lake City, come see me tonight at this place called Handlebar. I'll be doing about a half hour to 40 minutes of jokes there. And then the following week I'll be in downtown Salt Lake City on Friday at there's a new room at Wise Guys. I'll be there for a show, and then the following night I'll be in, where the hell is it? Wyoming, Rock Springs. That's right. With my buddy, I'll be headlining a show out there, bringing my buddy Colin Shoemaker to open for me. It's gonna be a hell of a time. So come on, check that out. And then I got some dates in July that I got to in late July. I need to organize better, but I'll be in either Phoenix or Florida, and then the following week I'll be in back in Utah, in southern Utah, Sandy, doing a show at a tattoo convention, which I'll talk about that more next week, because it sounds to me like it's gonna be kind of a nightmare of a performance on my end. So check into that, TréLamb.com for all the dates, and to pick up some merch. You can order merch there. Still got some ready to ship out, and clips, all that stuff. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Oh, email the podcast. You can email me at deadbeatsonpodcast@gmail.com. We'll read them out. We'll answer any questions or talk about whatever. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.